Hello students, welcome to YouTube channel of Akshar Education. In this video we are going to discuss chapter number 15, probability. So let's start with question number 1. So here first question is, A and B are only two outcomes of an event. A and B are the only two outcomes of an event. The probability of occurrence of event A is 0.72. Probability of occurrence of event A is 0.72. A and B are only two outcomes of an event, and probability of occurrence of event A is 0.72. So what will be the probability of occurrence of event B and why? What is the probability of occurrence of event B and what is the probability of occurrence of event B, and you have to give the reason. So here A and B are only two outcomes of an event. So here we can say that P of A plus P of B is equal to 1. The probability of occurrence of any event, or we can say the sum of probability of occurrence of any event, or we can say sum of probability of outcomes of an event, all outcomes of event is always equal to 1. Sum of probability of all the outcomes of an event is always equal to 1. So here only two outcomes are there, A and B. Probability of occurrence of event A is given 0.72, and hence we can find probability of occurrence of event B. So P of B is 1 minus 0.72, and hence our answer is probability of occurrence of output B is 0.28. Done? Simple question. Now question number 2. A survey of 500 families was conducted to know their opinion about the particular detergent powder. A survey was conducted over total number of 500 families. A survey of 500 families was conducted to know their opinion about the particular detergent powder. To know the opinion about the detergent powder, a survey was conducted, and the survey was conducted over total 500 families. Done? Total number of families are 500. Now, if 375 families out of that 500 families, 375 families like the detergent powder and the remaining families disliked it. So two types of opinions are there out of total 500 families. Total 370 families are there who like the detergent powder, and the remaining families disliked it. So here, if the probability, here you have to find the probability that family chosen at randomly, first question like the detergent powder, and second question family does not like it. So we have to select one family randomly from the total number of 500 families. Done? And we have to find the probability that randomly selected family like detergent powder, and second question randomly selected family does not like it. Two probabilities that we have to find. So let's try to solve this question. So here total number of families are given. Total number of families. Total number of families are 500. So number of family who like this detergent powder is given 375. So number of family who like detergent powder, that is given total 375 families are there who like the detergent powder. So remaining families does not like the detergent powder. So number of family does not like detergent powder. So total number of families are 500. Out of 500 families, 375 family likes detergent powder. So you have to minus it. So total 125 families are there who does not like the detergent powder. Done. So here two questions are there. So for question number 1, event A is there. Randomly selected family like the detergent powder. So event A is randomly selected family like the detergent powder. So number of families, total number of families is the value of n, and our favorable outcomes, number of family who like the detergent powder, that is equal to number of family who like the detergent powder, that is equal to m. So m equal to 375. So probability of occurrence of event A is m upon n. M 375 upon n, total number of families 500. Double it, so it will be 750, I think. 400 and minus 50, so 750 upon 1000, this is equal to 0.75. Done. So randomly selected family who like the detergent powder is 0.75, and event B, let's say event B, that is randomly selected family did not like detergent powder. So number of families who don't like detergent powder is 125. So probability of occurrence of event B equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes are 125, total number of outcomes are 500, and this is equal to 250 upon 1000. This is equal to 0.25. Done. Only two outcomes are there, either family like detergent powder or family did not like detergent powder. So sum of this outcome, sum of probability of this outcome is 1. You can check it, 0.75 plus 0.25, addition is 1. Clear, students? So pause the video and note it down. 3. Third question. Listen the question carefully. Out of past 250 consecutive days, its weather forecast were correct 175 days. Done. So here we have to talk about last 250 days. Out of that 250 consecutive days, the weather forecast were correct 175 times. So question number 1, what is the probability that on given day it was correct? And second question, what is the probability that it was not correct on a given day? Done. So now let's try to solve this question. Weather forecast was done consecutively on 250 days. So here number of days, total number of days, that is n, equal to 250 days. Consecutive 250 days, last two consecutive 250 days. So out of this 250 days, weather forecast were correct 175 days. So number of days on which weather forecast was correct equal to 175. Let me check. 175, yes. So number of days on which weather forecast was not correct, number of days on which weather forecast was not correct, or we can say incorrect. Number of days on which weather forecast was incorrect. So total number of days are 250. Out of 250 days, 175 days on which weather forecast was correct. So can we say, so number of days on which weather forecast was incorrect is 250 minus 175. So it's 75 days. 75 days. Done. So here two questions are there. First question, so let's say event A. First question, what is the probability that on the given day it was correct? Probability that on given day it was correct. So event A, let's say probability that on given day weather forecast was correct. So out of 250 days, what is the probability that selected day, that means on the particular day it was correct? So probability that on the given day it was correct. So total how many days are there in which weather forecast was correct? It's a 175. So probability of occurrence of event A is m upon n, and that is equal to 175 upon 250. कटिंग होगा 25 7 जा 25 10 जा, so it's a 7 by 10. Now event B, we have to find the probability that on given day it was incorrect. So probability that on given day weather forecast, that means it was means weather forecast was incorrect. So total how many days are there in which weather forecast was incorrect? 75 days. So what is the probability of occurrence of event B? It's a P of B equal to m upon n, and that is equal to 75 upon total number of days 250. So 25 3s are 25 10s are 3 by 10. Done. So again, sum of probability of all the outcomes of event, either it may be correct or it may be incorrect. So sum of these two probabilities must be equal to 1. So you can check it, 7 by 10 plus 3 by 10 is equal to 1. Done. So very simple questions are there. So now question number 4. Question number 4 says that a bag contains 5 red balls. So in a bag, total number of red balls are given. So total number of red balls are 5. A bag contains 5 red balls, 8 white balls. So white balls are 8 white balls, 4 green balls. Number of green balls 8. 5 red balls, 8 white balls, and 4 green balls. 4 green balls. The number of green balls are 4. 4 green balls and 7 black balls. 7 black balls. Done. So if one ball is drawn at randomly, we have to select one ball randomly from the bag, and that bag consists of total this number of balls. So here question is find the probability that randomly selected ball is black one. That is our first question. And second question, find the probability that randomly selected ball from the bag is not the green color. Done. So two questions are there. Find the probability of selecting black ball and not green ball. black ball and not green ball. So here bag consists of this number of balls. So total number of balls in a bag, total number of balls in a bag consists of n number of balls, and that is equal to 8 plus 5 plus 4 plus 7, 15, 5, 20 and 24 balls. Bag consists of total 24 balls, that is the value of n. Out of that 24 balls, we have to select one ball randomly. So let's say event A, randomly selected ball is black ball. Event A, that is randomly selected ball is black ball. Done. So what is total number of black balls in a bag? Total number of black balls are 4. So probability of occurrence of event A, it is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes, we require black ball. So number of favorable outcomes, black balls are 7. So number of black balls are 7. So it's a 7 upon 24 is the answer. Event B. Event B is, we have to find the probability that randomly selected ball is not green ball. That means ball must not be green. It may be some other color. So it may be red, white or black. So next event is, let's say event B. So defining the event, randomly selected ball is not green ball. Randomly selected ball is not green ball. ग्रीन नहीं होना चाहिए. सो ग्रीन नहीं होना चाहिए तो क्या हो सकता है? इट मे बी रेड, वाइट और ब्लैक. सो नंबर ऑफ फेवरेबल आउटकम्स आर 5 प्लस 8 प्लस 7, दैट इज इक्वल टू कितना होगा? 20. डन. सो probability of occurrence of event B is number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. और favorable outcome is ball must not be green color. वो हमारा favorable outcome है. green नहीं होना चाहिए, तो बाकी कुछ भी चलेगा. So 20 outcomes may be there divided by total number of outcomes 24. Cutting करो. 10, 12, 5, 6. So 5 by 6 is the probability that randomly selected ball from the bag is not green ball. Clear students? Pause this video and note it down. Okay students, now question number 5. Listen the question carefully. Question number 5. Here question 5 says cards marked with the numbers 2 to 101 are placed in a box and mixed thoroughly. So we have to mark cards from the number 2, 3, 4 up to 101. So these are the cards and these cards are mixed thoroughly in a box. एक box के अंदर भर दिए. Done. So one card is drawn from this box. Our random experiment is to select the card from the box, and that box consists of this number of cards. How many cards are there? Count it. Total number of cards. Total number of cards. Cards are marked with 2, 3, 4 up to 101. So how many numbers? How many cards are there? 101 minus 2, 99 plus 1. So total 100 number of cards are there in a box from 2 number to 101 number. Clear? Now we have to select one card randomly from the box. So this is total number of outcomes. Total number of possible outcomes are 100 because 100 cards are there in a box. Now question number 1. Our random experiment is to select one card randomly from the box. And first question here, find the probability that the number on a card is a number less than 14. So event A, number on card less than 14. So total how many cards are there whose number is less than 14? So let's make a list of that possible number of outcomes. So it may be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Total 12 outcomes are there. So total 12 cards are there on which number is between 2 to 14, or we can say 2 to 14. Done. So probability of selecting card as number less than 14 is not 2 to 14, 2 to 14, between 14 है ना, 14 इंक्लूड नहीं करना है. So it's a m upon n and that is equal to 12 upon 100 and that is equal to 0.12. So probability that randomly selected card from the box has number less than 14. That is your first answer. Now question 2. Second question, second event is find the randomly selected card as number which is perfect square number. Randomly selected card has perfect square number. So number on card is perfect square number. Perfect square number. So how many perfect square numbers are there between 2 to 101? 3 square 9, 16, 5 square 25, 6 square 36, 49, 8 square 64, 9 square 81, 10 square 100 और आगे कुछ नहीं आएगा. So number of favorable outcomes m equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 8 perfect square numbers are there in between 2 to 101. Done. So here probability of getting card on which number is perfect square number is 8 upon 100 and that is equal to 0.08 students. Very good. आ गया सबको समझ में. Now third question. Third question is the number on card is prime number less than 20. Number on card is prime number and less than 20. So number on card is prime number and less than 20. Two conditions are there. प्राइम नंबर भी होना चाहिए और कौन सा प्राइम नंबर 20 से लेस देन भी होना चाहिए. 20 से बड़े प्राइम नंबर नहीं चाहिए. सो फेवरेबल आउटकम्स आर कौन से प्राइम नंबर आएंगे? 2 से स्टार्ट करेंगे तो इट विल बी 2, 3, 5, 7. उसके बाद 11, 13, 17, 19. स्टॉप हो जा 20 तक है ना. सो दिस आर द फेवरेबल आउटकम्स. सो m इक्वल टू how many prime numbers are there between 2 to 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 prime numbers are there. So probability of getting the card on which number is prime number and less than 20 is m upon n and that is equal to again 8 by 100 and that is equal to 0.08. Clear students? So this is how you can solve your question number 5. Now question number 6. Question number 6. So here question is the king, queen and jack of clubs are removed from the deck of 52 cards. Playing cards are there. Done. So playing cards consist of total 52 cards. So total number of cards in a deck, that is equal to 52. So from this 52 number of cards, what we are removing? The king, queen and jack of clubs are removed, and then well shuffled. So 3 cards are removed. So now we are having only 49 cards. Done? Now we are having only 49 cards. Now these 49 cards are well shuffled. Now next statement. One card is selected randomly from the remaining cards. Our random experiment is to select one card from the deck of total 49 cards. Done? We have to select one card randomly. So question is, find the probability of getting a heart. Find the probability of getting heart. So event A, randomly selected card, is a heart. Done? So students, total how many cards of hearts are there? Very good. Total 13 cards are there. So total 13 cards are there. So probability of selecting a card that is of heart is m upon n, and that is equal to 13 upon 49 is the answer. That is your question number 1. Now second question. Second question is, the randomly selected card is king. Randomly selected card is king. Randomly selected card is king. Now students, total how many kings are there in a card? Total 4 kings are in a card, but we have removed one king of club from the card. So now in 49 cards, total 3 kings are there. In 52 cards, total 4 kings are there. But we have removed one king. Although we have removed total 3 cards from the playing card. What we have removed? We have removed king, queen and jack of club. 3 cards are removed from the deck of these playing cards. So now only 3 king presents in a card. So probability of selecting king is m upon n. So total 3 kings are there and total 49 cards are there. So probability of selecting king is 3 upon 49. Clear? Now find the probability that randomly selected card is the 10 of heart. Randomly selected card is 10 of hearts. So how many 10 of heart are there? Lal no daso. So how many 10 of hearts are there? Only one card. So it's a 1. So probability of selecting a 10 of heart is 1 upon total number of cards, not 52. 49 cards are there because 3 cards are removed. वो आपको ध्यान में रखना है. Clear students? So this is how you can solve your question number 6. Pause the video and note it down. Students, now question number 7. Question number 7. A die is thrown and find the probability of getting odd numbers on a die. So in a random experiment of throwing a dice, total number of outcomes are in a random experiment of throwing a dice, total number of outcomes are 6. Done? Because on a dice, total 6 faces are there and 6 numbers marked on a die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 faces and 6 numbers marked on a die. So here our question is, find the probability of getting odd numbers. So let's say event is number on a die is odd. Done? That is our favorable outcomes. So total how many odd numbers are there on a die? 1, 3 and 5. Total 3 odd numbers are there, 1, 3 and 5. So probability of getting event A, it is n upon n. That means probability of getting odd number on a die is 3 by 6. 3 by 6 equal to 0.5. Done. Event B. What is the probability of getting prime number on a die? So number on a die is prime number. So how many prime numbers are there on a die? It's a 2, 3 and 5. So total 3 outcomes are there, 2, 3 and 5. So probability of getting event B is 3 by 6, so 1 by 2, or we can say 0.50. Done. So it's a probability of getting prime number. Suppose question is, what is the probability of getting even prime number on a die? If a die is thrown once, what is the probability of getting even prime number on a die? Even prime number on a die. So how many even prime number on a dice are there? Only one. 2 is the only even prime number. So here number of favorable outcome is 1, and that one outcome is number 2 on a die. Done. So probability of getting event C is number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes, that is 1 by 6. Clear, students? Now pause the video and note it down. And students, please share this video with your friends. Thank you.